is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. This guy's got the season started on the right foot. A home victory in the season opener. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Jacksonville. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Going up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
That one pulled in by Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Returnable from the 17. And it's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop. Stop.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
180. Stop.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On one, ready?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Hey, can. What is that? Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Turn. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll try and run for it. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
First down run, net at 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Man in motion is Brown. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So it is 4th down. And that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Bengals offense ready for their 2nd possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
Just a yard on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent.
That's complete. It's Yosibov. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That
nowhere to go. He is taken down. But to Two-time Pro Bowler Josh Hines Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll bring this up to the 22. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down and 8. Lawrence now. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate an ultimate punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it.
On 1, right?
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right, stop.
Back to throw. Burrow. Has caught. Gesicki on the right. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Here we go.
Modest gain.
Can. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Right, 80. Right, stop. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Lawrence. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Jacksonville.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Jaguars on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Good blocking to the 15. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Once again, it's Etienne. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's in! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 1st touchdown of the new year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
Yeah, and you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside, obviously Joe Burrow, a quarterback, but it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a three-man race in the AFC North.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
On one, ready? Here we go. Hey, can.
To throw is Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
3rd and 7.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. This is caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Burrow. Open man, he's got Boyd. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd down. At the Jaguars' 46-yard
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow now. Right back to Boyd. He's done it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the left side in the hands of Boyd. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Big, side.
To throw is Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
6 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here we go. 11. Dot.
Now, Burrow. That one, take it in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7. TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in the lead, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier, #1 overall, got a big new contract. We've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
Offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. And Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. He has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
180. What is hot? 180. What is hot? Stop.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Gun. Stop. 180. What is hot? Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Etienne. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. A'Shawn Robinson there on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He's got a man. It's Travis Hunter. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Lawrence now on second down. Open right side. That strains the tight ends. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. On the handoff, it's ETN.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now here's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Now ETN. The way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Second down and 3. Man in motion is Brown. Second down, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Man in motion is Brown. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will get out in front 17-7.
Bengals 7.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7 in all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. They'll also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season.
An 8-yard gain.
Second down, Burrow. And that one incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. They'll come up here first and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's taken down just shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals start back within a score. It's now 17-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Noah Brown playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. The Commanders get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Seahawks, trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss, they lead at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he'll get about 5.
Brings up second down.
On 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Can. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by the running back, D-line. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Screen works to perfection. Give them 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
180. 180 shot.
On first down, Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
Gun.
Now Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 1, ready?
Third down, they need 5.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. A quick slap taken by Chase. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's first and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Back to throw. Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will come back and tie things at 17. Scott Banks, no rest at the break for a couple of, I'm so weary, defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line. after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff, ETN, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line and like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. They'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Get set. Ready? Lights up.
Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
3. Here we go. Can. Turbo touch.
Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Burrow to throw. Open left side is Gesicki. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Got. Hey, can. Got.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
On 2.
They face second down and 7.
Here we go. Right 80. Playing touch. Back.
Once again, it's Spears. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. And here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
No run here with Brown. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
12.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front, 20-17. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Throw on the run is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain of 43 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And in motion is Brown. To throw is Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. 4th quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Work Looking out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught back corner of the end zone. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His first touchdown of the new campaign. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bengals 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Stop. Stop.
Burrow here on second down. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to get back within a field goal. And this one on line. And it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
It is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with first and 10. trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
In motion is Hunter. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down. Now Lawrence. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brenton Strayed. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are going to open up the lead to 8.
Bengals 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Good return as he takes it across the 30. And the Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. cannot stop him. That's 13 catches in the game. That one for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
11. Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. Pass caught, Gesicki on the right. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the 2024 first-rounder, Amarius Mims.
Still first down.
Get set. 180. Stop.
Now, Burrow. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. On first and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He's got it at the 7. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second down, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Get set.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. That is caught by the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game? But that's a 2-part story. Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they will indeed try to tack on 2. Spears going to try to run this one in. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got us.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Lawrence now. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Jaguars ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here is 1st and 10.
Gun. Got.
They'll drop to throw. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Brown.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Biggs. Back
to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. To stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
Break the trumpet off, break the awesome
time now becoming a factor as we get to third down.
Wide 80. Stop.
Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
He'll run. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Side. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Spear. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buzz. You still feel paralyzed of ups and track. Friends just having kids, ain't had enough. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source?
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to win the game.
2-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.